Hello authors, I'm Joanne Morrell, children's and young adult fiction writer and author of short non-fiction for authors. Thanks for joining me for the Hybrid Author podcast, sharing interviews from industry professionals to help you forge a career as a hybrid author, both independently and traditionally publishing your books. You can get the show notes for each episode and sign up for your free author pass over at the Hybrid Author website to discover your writing process, get tips on how to publish productively, and get comfortable promoting your books at www.hybridauthor.com.au. Let's crack on with the episode. Hello authors, I hope you're all well wherever you may be listening in the world. Today's episode is no interview, just another episode with me, and I'm going to be talking about a novella that I wrote called Freelance Writing Quick Tips for Fast Success. Now I'm going to be sharing some of the tips from this little novella. It's only about 7,000 words and it holds 66 plus tips from topics such as mindset, business setup, services, freelance writing work, rates of pay, finding freelance writing work, and writer's faith. So I did a writing degree from 2013 to 2016, and after my writing degree I set up shop as a freelance writer. Now I thought that I could do this as a day job while I built my book business on the side, but it turns out that running your own business takes a lot of work, as I discovered, as well as discovering a lot of other tips and tricks that you don't actually think about unless you have gone into business for yourself, starting freelance. Lots of little tips and tricks, so these are some of the things I'm going to share today. And even if you don't have or plan to run a freelance writing business, having a book business or any kind of creative business, these kind of tips you can apply to any of those things, I believe. So I hope you enjoy. Mindset. Quick tip 3. Identify your freelance fears and turn them into get-ahead goals. It's good for your focus to be on the positive aspects of you and your freelance business, but it's also necessary to address your concerns up front. How do you define success? What are the things you believe might hold you back from becoming successful? What misgivings do you have regarding this type of work? How will you overcome these obstacles? Example: financial get-ahead goals. Have savings in the bank as backup. Offer more services if qualified to do so as supplemental income. Work a weekly paid job until regular clients are established. Offer products on top of services, books, courses, or speaking gigs. Remember, there are solutions to every problem. Take the time to consider if you have uncertainties and come up with ways to work through them. Addressing these issues head-on clears the path for you to succeed. You're preparing ahead of time for the things that may hold you back in the future. Business setup. Quick tip 17. Check the domain and social media handles are still available for the business name you've chosen and snap them up. This tip might appear obvious to some, but if you choose a name already taken for either your website or social media channels, a lot of time, money and effort creating these pages will be wasted, and you'll have to start again. I thought I had secured Rewrite as my business name, but when it came time to launch, turns out I hadn't registered it. I settled on Rewrite Guru, but I was never happy with that scenario. The point I'm making here is, the moment you find a name that fits and it's available, register it, no matter where you are in the process of starting up your business. Services. What type of services will you offer? When I first started out as a freelance writer, editor, and marketer, I wanted to provide as many services as I could. I thought this would provide me with more clients and more income. In hindsight, this is the case, although proposing too many services can be off-putting to potential customers. Instead, focus on skills that complement one another, such as editing and marketing, as well as writing. You might offer virtual assistants on top of your communication skills as a package deal for clients. Depending on your target audience, business, individuals, or both, You want your freelance services to solve a problem they are encountering. Questions. What issues does your target market experience? How can your freelance business solve problems for your target audience? What are the benefits of your clients hiring your freelance skills? Freelance Writing Work. Quick tip 36. Write in the fields you know. Be aware of the time it takes you to write about a topic you don't know much about. Time is money, and you will need to spend time researching an unknown topic. So, where possible, keep to those areas with which you are familiar. Questions. What subjects are knowledgeable to you? What are your interests, likes, and dislikes? What makes you an authoritative voice in your field? Scour the magazines at your local library or newsagents to get some idea of the different type of publications out there you can write for. Scan the online freelancing job boards for writing opportunities available and decide where your talents lie. Rates of pay. Know your worth. I found setting my rates to be one of the most delicate parts of my freelance writing career. Starting out feels like you need to undercharge. You don't. Quick tip 42. Determine how long it will take you to complete the work. 9 times out of 10, clients will ask for a quote. At first, it's a little challenging to estimate how long a project will take, but it does get easier as you gain experience. The more work you undertake, the more confident you will become in this area. Questions. Will you charge a research fee if approached to do work you are unfamiliar with? Will you charge for a quick turnaround time? Will you charge more for last-minute edits? Finding freelance work. Quick tip 52. Stay clear of content mills. Content mills are companies with an endless work supply. They expect you to pump out the content above average turnaround time for below minimum wage. This is slave labour at its best. The one and only content mill I got caught in when I was a beginner freelancer was writing SEO and web copy for a marketing company. I was stoked to get taken on by them until about 5 jobs in. It didn't take long for the realisation to hit. I was never going to make any money going down that path. Writer's faith. What is writer's faith? Well, faith is loyalty and belief to a person, idea, or thing, and a writer is someone who writes, especially as an occupation. Put the two together and you have writer's faith. It's exactly as it sounds and is made up of these 4 things. Believing in yourself as a writer. Believing in your writing abilities. Having faith you will conquer your writing dreams. Having faith writing is the right path for you. It's a kind of magic you will need to draw on every time you get that heavy rejection letter or email or phone call to say, no thanks, maybe next time. Or that negativity from another or from yourself that you're no good, that you're wasting your time. It is a superpower, so believe in it and use it to discover more about yourself than you ever knew existed. That's the end for now, authors. I hope you are further forward in your author adventure after listening, and I hope you'll listen next time. Remember to head on over to the Hybrid Author website at www.hybridauthor.com.au to get your free author pass. It's bye for now.